Have you ever thought, why don't I need to think left, right, or vice versa if you're watching? Have you ever thought, why don't I need to be this conscious with my arms right now? Well, that is your subconscious mind. And along with other things like memory storage, beliefs, traumas, imagination, bodily functions, that is the thing that I'm going to help you change or know how to change at least in this episode. Hey, I'm Gary, a best-selling author, an ex-addict, and an addiction therapist who has helped several dozen people get out of addiction. If you want to check the school group down below, it's brand new. Might be of interest in you to get out of your old substance use. The first section we're going to look at is, what is the subconscious? Well, as I talked about there a moment ago, it is all of these boxes. It is your traumas, it is all of your addictions, it is your motor functions, your cognitive functions, every single heartbeat, every single brain wave or brain signal, every single judgment of distance, eye perception, glancing. It is all of these things. The subconscious is below conscious, conscious is above where you are right now and I am, and that's the rational, logical mind. And that brings us on to the next section of, what is the language of the subconscious mind? Rational, you're understanding me right now. Rational, you're comprehending what I'm saying. Even comprehension is subconscious. But the language of subconscious is images, repetition, and very importantly, emotions. So when someone is an addict, they know rationally that they shouldn't be doing this thing. They know rationally that this is a bad thing, but emotionally, habitually, unconsciously, they're doing these actions, and they say, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to. They'll say, I don't want to do it up until the last second, until they're doing it. So what's this disconnect? How do we change this to be more aligned with each other? Well, I'll give you an analogy before I tell you the three reasons, three ways we're going to change your subconscious. And there's several, but I'll give you three today. The analogy is an ant and an elephant. And imagine you being an ant, you are so determined to go north. Your north is sobriety, your north is strength, peace, change. Your north is confidence, your north is excelling, your north is top of the class. That's your north. Well, you're the ant and you're determined to get there. You'll go around the rock if it's in the way. You'll go over a rock if you can't go around it. If you can't go over or around, you'll try go under. If you can't go over, under, or around, you're going to try gnaw through this thing. That's how determined an ant is. It's resilient. And for you, unfortunately, you are headed on an ant, on an elephant heading south. So while you're treading and walking forward, unfortunately, you're going in the opposite direction on this big, massive thing. This big, massive thing is this thing. Yeah, I'm not thinking about all of these that was crazy. I'm not thinking about all of these things that I'm doing. I'm literally just thinking and connecting with you right now. That's it. I'm not thinking about my lips moving this amount, my tone, my vocal cords, the amount of pitch I have. This is how powerful this thing is. It's where my habits are, my routines. It's all in here and it's all in there for you. So now we have an understanding of what subconscious mind is, what holds inside of it, and the language it speaks, emotions, not rational. So let's look at these ways to changing it. So as you can see here, we have the sleep programming. What does that mean? Well, if you were hooked up to an ECG, and that is your heart rate monitor, you'll see the waves, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. You also have brain waves. You have brain waves just as much as you have heart waves. In gamma, you have brain waves like this, which is a high complex actions, really, really solving really big problems, really kind of like your heart on a lot of adrenaline. Beta is a little bit less, but it's still very much similar, like even a little bit less than that. That was a bit too much. Alpha is more like this. Theta is a really nice slow one. And delta is basically where you're dead. Now, delta is fully unawake. Delta is fully unconscious, should I say. So as you have these kind of periods and states, gamma, high problem solver, delta, fully asleep. We're probably in alpha right here, right now, me and you. And what happens during the start of the day? Well, the start of the day, in fact, you're going to go up into your alpha and then up into beta if you're going to work or you're doing extra tasks that you need to solve. Then later on in the day, as time goes by, You go back down through these phases, relaxing, calming, and then you're back into your unconscious complete sleep. Now, what's the trend here that we saw? Well, the trend is this: theta is a hypnotized state. Theta is a place where your subconscious mind is completely open. And for both of these times, you pass through, and you pass through both thetas twice throughout your day. So this is why we talk about sleep programming. As you listen or go to bed, listen to audio tapes. I am confident. I am strong. I am brilliant. I am great. I am fantastic. I'm loving. I'm wholesome. I'm positive. I'm upbeat. I'm joyous. Saying these, repeating these, chanting these to yourself over and over and over. And I've done these thousands of times while I was coming out of my addiction. You have a basically 30-minute window when you're waking and becoming conscious, and you also have a 30-minute while you're going to sleep window. So do it as the last thing, play it as like one volume on your phone in the background, and you will continuously start over day in, day out, start getting to the place where you um, feel those things, because your subconscious mind again is fully open. This is your subconscious mind, as Bob Proctor will talk about. Your conscious mind is the very top up here. And if I say I'm great, well then your conscious mind's going to go, no, you're not great. Actually, you're not. What great is Alexander the Great. Yeah, and you're not great. You Alexander the Great is great. That's my conscious mind tearing down my affirmation. So we want to be fully ingestible, or ingesting all of these good things, and we want to be in a place where we can ingest these good things. So therefore, when we have better beliefs, we're going to take better actions, and those actions will give us better results. And that's always going to be the case. Better beliefs will give us better actions, and better actions will give us better results. If you believe drugs are great, you're going to use them. So we need to change those beliefs. If you believe you hate yourself, well, then taking drugs is an obvious option. If you believe there's nothing to live for, well, then taking drugs is an obvious option. All of these things become obvious options if these beliefs are deep rooted under the surface that we can't see. So this is the sleep element of changing your beliefs, changing your subconscious mind. Let's get into the next one. All right, number two on the list is simple repetition, as we talked about the languages, images, repetition, and also emotions. Repetition is something that is great. So just as you're going to sleep, you're chanting these things for number one. But number two, throughout your day, you're saying things to yourself unconsciously. And so let's catch ourselves when we're conscious, not just when we're sleeping, we don't know what's going on and everything's playing on in our mind, right? Let's do it while we're awake. While we're awake, I want you and anyone, at any moment, if you say, oh, that's so bad, right? That's not a good sentence. Or I'm so bad, or I'm a horrible person. I hate this. I hate that. I don't like this. I don't like. You're saying this all unconsciously throughout the day. So what we can do is we can have a little elastic band, pattern interrupt. We slap ourselves. You go big jolt. Jump upstairs, go somewhere, do something crazy out of your mind for a moment when you catch yourself. Don't just go, oh, I'm horrible. No, actually, I'm a nice person. The emotion is the subconscious mind, so it's not. It needs to be higher emotion. Higher emotion. I'm great. I'm fantastic. I don't care what the mind is saying if I'm bad. No, I'm not bad. I'm great. Start shouting off the rooftops in your mind if you don't want to start shouting outside. Repetition is a mother mother skill. If you think about it in terms of how did you learn any prayer? How did you learn any walking ability? How did you learn any reading, writing, anything? Repetition, 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 repetition. We're learning about you. Let's learn about you. So how do we learn about you? Well, we plant. We plant and then we repeat and repeat and repeat. And we want to sow what we plant, right? You reap what you sow. So you want to sow something fantastic. So that's number two. Repetition, catch yourself, pattern interruption, jolt, 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 jolt. Zap yourself if you say something bad to yourself, and then zap yourself good. Pat yourself on the back when you say something good. Number three, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of this sentence? The brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. The brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. What does that mean? Well, if you see someone on TV or on your phone or X, Y, or Z breaking their leg, you kind of just go, oh my God, oh my God. Or if you think about peeling skin on your finger, you just go, ah, not today. Right? The imagination and subconscious mind and reality, should I say, your brain can't tell the difference between the imagination. So number three is visualization. Visualization is sitting there, getting calm, getting quiet, getting content, getting close to that theta zone. You're not in real high brain waves, not real high energy state. You're relaxing, you're coming down into this quiet and calm zone where you can start attracting, setting, planning, where you're in a beautiful place. This beautiful place is a great place for you to set an intention. So what would this look like? Your visualization for number 3 would be you're walking into a boardroom, you're feeling confident, you deliver a fantastic X, Y, and Z speech. Or you're in a social group and everybody's laughing at your jokes. Or you're in a social space and you are really confident talking to that person that you haven't talked to in a long time, or you want to talk to. Or another one is where you are feeling really, really confident walking down the road, or you're visiting a place in your mind. You're not going to go to Madrid without thinking about Madrid. So why not visualize being in Madrid or Disney World? Why not have those visions? Visions and visualization is such a powerful exercise. You will hear every successful person talk about visualization, visualization, visualization. The subconscious mind, we've gone through 3. 1, sleeping. 2, catching yourself, pattern interruption. 3, repetition, repetition with visualization, visualization, visualization. There is a couple more. Won't get into this. If there is some good response on this video, I will happily do another video on this. But I hope you're doing well. Again, check out the school community down below. It's a free community right now, of course. Nice, good videos on there if you want to change or you want to get out of your old substance use. And I look forward to seeing you next episode. It's been Gary. I go by Gary the Expert. Check out my site. If you want to book in a call as well, you can. But I hope you have a blessed day and a blessed week. You're amazing. Fantastic affirmation for you to start off on. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.